Today, Fenton and I are going to be making sushi rolls. This is part 1 in a 2-part series. In this part, we make sushi rolls, while in part 2 you can see us make nigiri. Come watch our successes and our struggles in sushi making. Will the sushi roll turn out good, or will it be a big failure?
So now what we're going to do is I brought the rice over to the sink, and we're just going to gently wash over it. What you want to do is you just want to get the extra starch out of the rice, and you just want to wash it and strain it until the water is completely clear. And it'll take you about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, what he said.
So once I have the water in the bowl, I just want to gently stir it to get the starch out. You see how murky that water is? We're going to do this until the water is completely clear. So once I was finished washing the rice, I used a rice cooker cup just to make sure I have exactly 540 milliliters. Because with the vinegar recipe, it's an 8-part to 4-part to 1-part ratio of vinegar, sugar, and salt. So I just wanted to make sure that I was very exact. So once we've strained the rice, we're just gonna pour it into our heavy bottom pot. This isn't really a heavy bottom, but it'll do. And once this is in, we will get 540 milliliters of water, because with sushi rice, you want a 1-to-1 ratio of rice to water. And then we'll let that soak for about 20 minutes. So the rice is soaking in the 1-to-1 ratio back there. And while it's soaking for 20 minutes, we're going to get our vinegar mixture started.
Yes,
which is 6 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, and 3/4 tablespoons of salt. And by the way, I'm taking this rice recipe from the Sushi Man, and I'll have his channel linked in the description.
Keep going. Shit.
Stop the recording. Oh shit! I was only supposed to put 2 tablespoons.
Wow.
That's fine. That's fine.
You can't take it out, so.
We'll just start over. It's okay. Okay, 2 tablespoons. Okay, now that all the ingredients are in, I'm going to put the burner on low, and I'm just going to slowly stir it. Okay, that was the timer for the rice, so that should be all soaked. So as you can see, the sauce still has some of the sugar and salt specks in it, so we're just going to wait until that completely dissolves. But once it does dissolve, we're going to remove it from the heat, and then we're going to place a lid on this pot, and then we're going to leave the rice to boil on medium. Okay, now all the sugar and salt seems to be dissolved, so I will take that off the heat, and I'll put our pot with the rice on, and I'll put it on medium with the lid until it starts to boil, and then I'll pretty much just turn it to low and then cook it for about 12 more minutes. By the way, there's a little hole on my pot, so I'm just going to cover that up with this towel. Okay, so now that the rice is boiling, I'm going to turn it down to low, and I'll cook this for 12 more minutes. Okay, so the rice is pretty much done. So since it has cooked for 12 minutes, I'm going to remove it from the heat, and I'm going to keep the lid on to let it steam for about 10 more minutes. Okay, so now our rice is pretty much done settling. So usually Japanese chefs make the sushi rice in what's called a sushi oke. And basically it's a wood bowl, and when you hydrate it, prevents rice from sticking to it, but also from becoming mushy. But unfortunately, I don't have that, so I'll just use this bowl. I wet it, so hopefully the rice doesn't stick. But yeah, let's actually make our sushi rice now. Okay, so you see that we got the cooked rice here. So what I'm going to do is put this all in the bowl along with the vinegar. Oh, it seems to be a good texture, which is good. Okay, I just figured out that this bowl I put all the rice in is a little too small because we're going to mix it, so I'll just dump it into this bigger one. Yeah, so that looks like actually decently cooked rice, so I am actually happy with how it came out. But now what we're going to do is we're going to get our vinegar mixture, and we're just going to gently pour it over, like so, onto our spoon to make sure it spreads nice and evenly, just like that. Okay, so now that we got that mixture poured in, what we're going to do is just mix around the rice to make sure it's nice and mixed up, and all of the grains get a nice coating of the vinegar mixture.
That's good.
Let me taste. It actually does taste a lot like sushi rice. It is actually really good. Okay, so now that all of that is mixed, what we're going to do is get this rice off the spoon, and we're going to cover this with a towel because the rice is still steaming. And then basically that'll just infuse the rice even more, giving it the nice, beautiful flavor. And then we can make our nigiri, hopefully, and salmon roll. Okay, so the rice is over there curing. Once it's done, I just put nori sheet on my bamboo mat. And what I actually did is I wrapped my bamboo mat in saran wrap, which is something I learned from sushi makers at a restaurant I go to. So yeah, I got the nori down, and then once the rice is done, we can start making the roll and the nigiri. Okay, so our sushi rice just finished settling. So right here we have our beautiful salmon. And in order to prepare the salmon, I got a little special gift from my mom to Damascus 67 layered steel knife. Try saying that 5 times fast. But yeah, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it has the cool, like, wavy Damascus print. That's me. But yeah, it is really cool. And yeah, I'm really excited to use it.
Asher's mom said I don't have the capabilities to use it.
That's correct. Okay. Wow. It looks really nice. Beautiful fillet. We got it from Fish Market in Boynton Beach. But yeah. Looks really nice. I just got it today. Day of filming. So it should be really fresh. They already removed all of the bones and little pin bones in between, whatever they're called. But yeah, really nice piece of fish. You could see the beautiful symmetry here. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is we'll have about this much for the roll, and then this upper part right here, we're going to cut down this line, and then we're going to make nice little cuts of nigiri along the grain, like that. So let's get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just carefully rotate the cutting board, and I'm going to make my first incision right here along the fish, and it should cut really easily. Perfect. So now we are left with this piece for the roll, and then this one I will cut in half, as I said. Okay, perfect. So now these two pieces we have for our nigiri, and then this one we have for our sushi roll. So for the roll, I'm just going to cut this up into fairly thin pieces. Sometimes there's like one long piece, but I feel like this has a decent length and should give us what we're trying to do. So I'll just cut one more. Perfect. So now this should be perfect for our salmon roll. Fenton is going to be doing veggie roll, so I'll use these for mine, and then I will cut up Fenton's avocado and cucumber.
I dare you to eat it.
Yeah,
I said I dare you to eat it. Let's see what he does. Can he eat it like raw?
Mm.
I can smell it.
could use some soy sauce, but it is really good. Look at that. Look how beautiful.
What's on the bottom?
That's just like the fat or whatever. It's fine. Okay, now for Fenton's roll and my roll, we have an avocado. So I'm just gonna cut this up real quick. Perfect. So I got that nice scoring around the edges. So now we should be able to just twist it open. Perfect avocado. Pit is actually decently small, so
Oh, you're right. It's a good avocado.
yeah, good avocado. So now I'll just take the pit out. Perfect. The sticker is gone. And now we can cut the avocado. Well, first let's peel it. Okay, after the avocado has been peeled, we'll slice it into nice thin pieces.
That looks great. You're such a master slicer.
Thank you.
I like how there's always 2 at a time with the knife. It's very nice.
It helps you get the slices even. Okay, so right here we have these small Persian cucumbers. Instead of using just like one whole massive one, I feel like the smaller Persian ones are better. In fact, I think they have more flavor. Actually, Nick DiGiovanni uses cucumbers for his rolls, so I thought I'd give it a try. But I'm just going to peel these and then dice them up. Okay, once we have our peeled cucumber, I'm just gonna take off the ends, like so. And then I'll try to be as even as I can and cut it. And then I could separate these 2 pieces. And then I'll cut those down the middle. And then that should be perfect little pieces for our rolls.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have everything prepared. So I'll start with my roll and then I'll give it to Fenton. So I'll take a nice heap of the sushi rice and I'll just place it in the middle and I'll try to spread it around. I wish I had gloves, but I don't, so it's gonna be a little messy. No, actually, what I'll do,
What?
I'll actually just wet my hands, and sushi chefs do this when they make nigiri, but I figured I may as well just do this while I'm making the roll, so it's easier. So I'm almost done spreading out my rice. I just want to get it to each and every corner so I can hardly see any of the green nori. And in the shallow parts, I could scoop some from the more dense parts and cover it. So I just really want it to be even and fully spread around in the nori. So now that my rice is pretty much even, I'm just going to flatten it a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'll lay down my salmon right in the middle. Just like that. And I will add this piece of cucumber. And I think just one slice of avocado that I'll distribute so it's half and half. You know what? I'll just do one more piece. Perfect. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the end of my nori. I'll roll it forward, making sure to be very tight about it. And then I'll use the bamboo mat to squeeze it like this.
Like so.
Yes, squeeze it like so. And then I will just roll it up a little bit more. And then that should be a good salmon roll. So I'm actually very pleased with how it came out. But now it is Fenton's turn.
All right, cooking kids. Today I'm gonna make my roll. All right, so you take a good bunch of rice.
You want to wet your hands first?
That I should have done that. It's fine. I am there. I am aware that you are meant to wet your hands when getting the rice because the vinegar is unable to stick to your hands, which I find a really cool. I find it really cool. All right, we're good.
All right.
Now I'm going to
Cucumber. Persian cucumber.
boy.
Okay, so now we're going on with the avocado. I'm pretty sure those are the medium Hass avocados from Whole Foods.
They look quite good.
Yes.
Funny. Okay, so according to Asher, we take the nori, we flip it like this. This is what we do.
Dude.
I got it. This is kind of bad.
No, I feel like it's fine. It'll probably be salvageable. It's just not tight. It's what you call like a loose roll.
Do people do that on purpose sometimes?
No. That's all you.
Well, yours isn't terribly tight. All right, so I've attempted to make something. What is this? Something good?
Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to dice my roll up. I'll let you guys look at it, and I'll do a taste test, and then I'll cut up Fenton's, and then I'll let him taste it. So yeah, let me prepare that real quick. Okay, so in order to cut my sushi roll, what I'm going to do is slice down the middle, and then I will take both ends and cut evenly sized pieces.
That knife is quite sharp.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so as you see, I sliced my sushi pieces up. They don't look too bad. If I were to make sushi again, I feel like one of my criticisms would be to make the roll a little bit tighter because it sort of like flopped when I cut it. So yeah, that's what I'll do next time. But I'll just pour myself some soy sauce, and at the fish market where I got the salmon from, I also got some wasabi. So I'll put that on the side. Okay, so we have our wasabi paste. It is very strong. You smell it from here. Fenton and I, Fenton came to my bar mitzvah, and we made sushi at a Japanese restaurant, and
I messed up.
I don't know if you guys could see, but I got these cool chopsticks. They say my name and the date. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. Alright, this is kind of a big piece. Let's see.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow. That was actually really good. I feel like I'm blown away, not by the taste, but by the fact that it tastes like what you'd get at every sushi restaurant. And I feel proud of me, and I hope Fenton feels proud of himself that we were able to, master that. I feel like the sushi rolls aren't the prettiest. That's part of my criticism. But I am, in general, very happy with the outcome. I feel like the sushi rice is on point. I feel like it has the nice creamy layer from the avocado, the briny taste from the salmon, and then the slight crunch from the cucumber. I just feel like it's just the perfect combination. Okay, now we have Fenton's roll.
Wait, cut the ends off, like the hollow ends.
Yeah, I will. So as I did last time, I will cut in half. This time, I'm just wondering if it makes a difference, so I'll cut one section at a time. Yeah, that seems to be much better. So I have seen sushi chefs do it where you cut both at a time, but I think if I were to make sushi again, which hopefully I will, I'll just stick with cutting one at a time, just because it's cleaner and I feel like I can use all the sharpness of my knife just like focusing on one piece. So that's probably another one of my criticisms and something I will do from now on.
These are from Asher's 13th birthday.
Bar mitzvah.
Bar mitzvah. Here we go. They're not looking too appealing, And I say that as objectively as possible. Yikes. They look... If I was a sushi chef, I'd give these like a 2 out of... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, it tastes really good, but it barely feels like sushi, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all falling apart. I like how there's a crunch in the cucumber, there's a bit of shape in the nori, and a very good texture in the rice.
So texture is what you're concerned.
Essentially.
Yeah.
They all
Texture is big in a roll, and I feel like that has developed more over the years. Like now we had bonito flakes or like crunchy like fish skin to the rolls, and I feel like the blending.
Okay.
Anyway, and I feel like the blending of texture in a sushi roll is really nice.
This feels like kind of a mess. Oh lord.
Well, what went well and what went what went well and what went not well?
Well, okay. This is like an interview, but what went well? I feel like, oh my god. I just dropped another one in. Alright, here's what went well. The texturing and taste of the sushi rice went very well. Except the assembly and process of making it, just like creating the sushi itself, did not go well.
Try some of the wasabi on one of the pieces.
Alright.
Just eat it.
It's getting worse and worse, but okay.
Notice how the place...
That's spicy.
Fenton.
Yeah.
What the hell?